This is Daily Armenia, ＳիվիլNeթ's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan has escalated his long-standing feud with the country's three former presidents, challenging them to a televised debate in a heated session at the National Assembly yesterday. Levon Ter-Petrosyan, Robert Kocharyan, and Serge Sarkisyan declined a prior invitation made by Pashinyan in December. The number one capitulator, who lied us to a point where there was no other option but what he calls capitulation, now blames me for it, Pashinyan declared. Let's go on live TV and talk. His rhetoric quickly turned confrontational. I will crush you against the walls and remove what remains of your political corpses, he threatened. I will trample you, not debate you. That's why they won't come. Representatives of the former presidents swiftly fired back. Levon Ter-Petrosyan's spokesperson, Arman Musinyan, accused Pashinyan of avoiding real accountability, stating, he will bite, cry, kick, shout, and threaten, but will never publish the official Minsk Group proposals for settling Karabakh that he rejected in 2019. Republican Party leader Haik Mamijanian dismissed Pashinyan's statements as hysteria, while Kocharyan's office described him as having an unfulfilled maniacal need to debate, suggesting he should instead argue with orderlies at the nearest psychiatric hospital. At the core of this political clash is Pashinyan's claim that the post-1994 negotiations always intended for Nagorno-Karabakh to return to Azerbaijan, an assertion that observers call a distortion of history. Tensions are rising in Gyumri, just days before municipal elections, with the Mother Armenia movement sounding the alarm over what it calls a government crackdown on the opposition. Early this morning, law enforcement officers searched the home of Ara Voskanyan, a key organizer for the movement, before taking him to campaign headquarters, where additional searches are underway. Sources for the headquarters told ＳivilNet that police have also raided the homes of several supporters, while another member, Emma Grigoryan, has been taken to the Anti-Corruption Committee. The movement condemned the searches, calling them an attack on a political force actively participating in the elections. Authorities are also investigating the offices of another opposition alliance, Our City, as part of an ongoing probe into alleged irregularities related to street paving projects. Individuals from both alliances have reportedly been arrested, including Gyumri City Council candidate Karin Grigoryan from Our City, who was put under a 24-hour arrest decision, according to his lawyer. The searches come at a pivotal moment. Today marks the second-to-last day of campaigning before the March 30th election, in which 9 political forces are competing. Meanwhile, the Anti-Corruption Committee announced that multiple criminal cases have been launched over alleged vote buying and electoral bribery. Reported violations include offering firewood to voters, using infrastructure projects as campaign incentives, and promising financial support for traditional clothing and other goods. The election on Sunday will determine if acting mayor Sadiq Minasyan from the Civil Contract Party, who was appointed in December, can maintain the national ruling party's hold on Armenia's second-largest city. After shots were heard overnight last week, residents of Armenia's border villages say they feel safer with European Union monitors patrolling the tense frontier with Azerbaijan. In Kutukan, a village in Armenia's Gekhargunik province, cattle breeder Martin lives just 700 meters from Azerbaijani military positions. He told ＳivilNet the shots were not aimed at the village, and noted that without the monitors, the situation could be far worse. EU monitors were deployed in February 2023 after Azerbaijan launched a large-scale assault the previous year, killing 207 Armenians. The mission replaced Russian border guards and has since been closely observing activity along the border. Martin showed our team his trailer, which is still scarred from the 2022 attack. He told us, several shells landed right outside. I got my family to safety, but we lost animals. The neighboring village of Sotk bears similar scars. Its community center remains pockmarked with shrapnel. Azerbaijan continues to insist the EU observers be ejected from the country, amid its many other demands, before it will agree to sign a normalization treaty with Armenia, even though both sides have already agreed on its final text. The Turkish consul general in Aleppo, Muammer Hakan Cengiz, visited the Armenian consulate general yesterday, marking a rare diplomatic exchange between the two nations. The meeting, confirmed by the Armenian consulate, comes amid continued cooperation on humanitarian aid efforts. During the visit, Armenian Consul General Ara Avetisyan congratulated Cengiz on the reopening of Turkey's consulate in Aleppo after a long hiatus, as well as on his appointment to the position. Cengiz stated he made the visit out of diplomatic protocol, as it is the only other operational diplomatic mission in Aleppo. Avetisyan accepted his invitation to attend the Turkish Consulate General's official reopening. This meeting follows a recent Armenian aid shipment to Syria. On March 20th, 4 trucks carrying humanitarian supplies crossed into Turkey at the Margara checkpoint on the Armenia-Turkey border. The passage will remain operational until March 31st, marking only the second temporary opening of the border, which has been sealed since 1993. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.